Hello, good evening. I'm going to just wait 2 or 3 more minutes before we start, and just to make sure that everybody that signed up for today gets a chance to connect. Obviously, as with Murphy's laws, probably Zoom or the computer is just now running some updates. So we are going to give it 1 more minute before we start.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're waiting.
Okay, so it's been 5 minutes. I'm sure that if anybody joins later and wants to see what they missed, they can go to our YouTube channel, because the recording will be posted there as always. We are also live on Facebook right now. So I think we are all set. Good evening and welcome to this edition of LIVRESQ Empower Your Teaching webinar. I'm Corina Nicolae, Success Manager at Ascendia, and today I am taking over for my colleague Raluca. She will be back as of next time, don't worry. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them over in the chat section, and I will do my best to answer them as they pop up. But in case I'm too engaged and I do not see them, I promise you we are going to address them and answer them in the Q&A session. So I'm going to share my screen now. And you can see here my my LIVRESQ account. It's I hope it started. Okay. Good. So, as we probably already all know, in today's digital landscape, engaging content is key to capturing and maintaining audience attention. Authoring tools provide a myriad of interactive resources that enable creators to enhance the user experience and deliver compelling content. In this session, we will explore some of the most popular interactive resources, such as image galleries, tabs, accordions, and hotspots. The app resource will be receiving time of its own in one of the future editions, because there is a lot of ground to cover. So for today's agenda, I wanted to discuss about understanding interactive resources a bit, about image galleries and enhancing visual engagement, tabs and accordions and how they help us organize content effectively, hotspots that add interactivity to static content, give you 2 or 3 main ideas for best practices, and to have a small Q&A, question and answer session at the end. So for understanding interactive resources, obviously we are familiar with them. They are elements within authoring tools that allow users to actively engage with content. They enable creators to transform static information into dynamic experience, fostering better comprehension and retention among audiences. Thus, we can, as creators, as authors, create a more immersive and memorable learning environment for our learners. Image galleries are a powerful tool for presenting visual content in a structured and appealing manner. They allow us to showcase multiple images with a single space, enabling seamless navigation and exploration. Whether used for product showcases, educational purposes, or storytelling, they do come with a big added value. So do tabs and accordions, which are used to more efficiently organize content and reduce clutter, conserve space. The hotspots allow us to provide additional information to our learners, to our students, and they can discover this information by clicking, hovering over multimedia elements. They can be actually used for, I don't know, maybe some sort of an egg hunt if you want. As for best practices, I would say keep it always intuitive, ensure that the interactive elements are easy to use and understand, even for first-time users. Maintain a consistency, meaning a consistent design and interaction style across all interactive resources, so as to provide a cohesive user experience. Optimize for mobile. Ensure that everything is responsive and optimized for various devices. Smartphones and tablets are probably most used. This section is not of much concern in LIVRESQ, because LIVRESQ knows automatically how to optimize everything. The entire content you create in LIVRESQ is entirely responsive. So no need to worry about that. LIVRESQ takes care of that for you. And of course, test and iterate continuously. Test interactive elements with real users, gather feedback, and improve your product, your project. So every educator, regardless of speaking of the academic or the corporate environment, is continually seeking innovative ways to engage learners and enhance the effectiveness of their instruction materials. One powerful tool that has gained traction in recent years is the use of interactive image galleries. These galleries allow us to curate and organize a diverse array of images, diagrams, charts, any visual aids you need. Unlike static images, interactive galleries enable our learners to interact with the content and thus to understand it and learn it faster and better. With LIVRESQ, you can create an image gallery very easily. I'm sure you are already familiar with the editing section of LIVRESQ, where you find your structure and your content elements. Simply look for this little icon, the gallery, and once you find it, just drag it wherever you need. Remember the green bar, which shows you where it will be placed. The image gallery comes preloaded with 3 items, stock photos from LIVRESQ. To edit it and add your own, just double click it as always, and then you get all 3 elements. You can change everything, every one of them. I was thinking about, for instance, presenting our off-the-shelf e-learning courses. They are called e-journeys. So if I want to do such a presentation, I'm going to select my images that I've already saved in my laptop. Of course, I can always use the stock photo option. And like with the static picture, I can access the editor right from LIVRESQ. And I will add one more gallery. I want to add a photo from every collection that we have. I'll go for cybersecurity, something about cybersecurity as well. And if I need further elements in my gallery, I can simply click this blue button here, add new element, and I'm going to get a new stock photo, which I'm going to use something about coaching. Once I'm done inserting my images, I can go into preview view mode, and I will see my gallery as it looks. Okay, I'm happy with it. I'm going to also write a title and make use of the resource title, and I'm going to name it Journeys Catalog. And if I go back to my section and preview my entire project, I'm going to see it here with the right navigation arrow. Once I start navigating through it, I get also a back arrow. What you need to remember when using multiple images is that the size of the gallery itself is going to be offered by the biggest image that you use. So if you have different sized images, then it's better to resize them. You can do that directly from LIVRESQ. You don't need to use any other editing program, but make sure that they are all the same size so that learners do not get dizzy or anything. Obviously, best to use at least medium-sized, medium resolution pictures so that if you expand them, they don't get pixelated and they can be still read. Obviously, such a gallery encourages learners to interact with the content rather than passively consuming it. And it makes the information transfer easier to our learners. They also enhance accessibility and inclusivity by accommodating the diverse learner needs. Every picture comes with an alternate text, an alt description so that we can reach even our learners with disabilities. They can also access and engage our visual content effectively. Another use case would be to, I don't know, maybe use multiple languages in your galleries so as to reach a broader audience, promote cross-cultural learning experience, or simply just teach a foreign language, show them the text, the picture in their native language, and then in the target language. So the sky's the limit, or maybe your imagination. With tabs and accordions, tabs and accordions provide us with a structured framework to present content in the compact and organized manner. They allow us to categorize information into distinct sections, either vertically by using the tabs, or horizontally by using accordions, the collapsible format. They are basically the same resource, just spread out differently on the screen. They are very useful because they allow us to break down content into more manageable chunks. Also keeping the interaction, the user alert alive, so they won't just click play and go off, I don't know, do their chores, their home chores. At the same time, as opposed to a video, they allow the user to go through the material at their own pace, fostering also a sense of control, ownership over the learning journey. Also, it's especially with younger learners, with children, it encourages exploration, discovery. They allow them to navigate complex concepts with ease. You can also include multimedia elements in your tabs and accordions. Anything anything you have to use, you can put them here. And I'm going to start with the tabs. This is the icon. Again, simply click, drag it, drop it in your project. As with the image galleries, you get a default of 3 items that you can populate, and obviously you can add more items as needed, or you can delete them simply by removing it. I am going to use, for instance, our LIVRESQ Empower Your Teaching webinar content and presentations, and I'm simply going to insert my links here. I want my learners to discover the webinars that have taken place so far. I'm entering a title, I'm entering a description, and because I want them to be able to also access the content easier, I'm going to insert the link to our YouTube recording. For the second edition, I'm going to do the same. I'm pasting my title, the webinar's title. I'm pasting a short description that I have prepared in advance, and also the URL, the link to it. I'm going to add one more, and my description and my link. And now I'm going to preview it. So this is what I get. Obviously, I need to work a bit on the design. I can see here that my link to my YouTube is not active. So I'm going back to edit mode. And I'm just going to click select here. Sorry. And I'm going to insert a hyperlink. I'm going to say follow link. And that is it. If now I'm going back to the view mode, I see that my link is active. It takes me to the actual recording. If I don't like this format, I can simply delete this one, and I'm going to say recording here. You know, you're familiar with it. Insert hyperlink, follow link, I'm giving it, and then just wait. I can also insert here as with any text resource. I can insert, select a picture, a table, formulas, sources. If I need, I can number it, bullet it. I can do whatever I can with any text resource. So this is just how easy it is. Let's delete this barrier. And I'm going to preview again. Okay, I have my image gallery, and now I have my tabs. I just have to click on them, and I'll discover more information about the content that I inserted. The next item on my list was accordions. And like I said, it's basically the same resource, just structured differently. Instead of going horizontally, I'm going to display the content vertically. I have also prepared a little some text in advance. And for instance, I want to use this accordion. You are probably aware that Ascendia developed more than LIVRESQ, the authoring tool. We also have our own learning management system. And I'm going to assume I need this accordion to make a brief presentation of the reports available in Coffee LMS. So I'm going to say, okay, I can extract student results. I'm going to bold it, bold this text. I'm going to add my content, further information about it. Again, if needed, I can also insert a picture or just a picture. I'm going to switch to the next type of report, and I'm going to bold the title again. Just give a bit of details about what course result means. I want these ones to be bulleted. I can also format it so it looks better. Survey answers, test answers, whatever I need to insert here. I'm just going to format it. Global reports, cascading. I can add as many new items as I need. And just say, okay, let's add the cascading report as well. Just to have a bit more resources. And for survey, I forgot to. Cool. Okay. So again, as always, if I've inserted too many items, I can simply remove them by clicking on the trash can. If I clicked delete by mistake, just use the undo button. It's going to be right here. If I click on the titles, they're going to minimize themselves so that I can see better how many items I have and organize them. For instance, just simply pick one and drop it someplace else. Going back to my section, now I see my accordion, and my student, my learner, will have to click on the plus sign to discover the information I want to have. So obviously, it may not be so intuitive for everybody to click here, there, so that sometimes they get stuck. It's always helpful to give users, learners, a bit of a tip, of a hint about what they need to do, especially since most of these interactive resources will either be used as a barrier themselves or will be followed by a physical barrier. Barriers, as you probably know, block the user from scrolling too fast through the content, and they force the user to complete some task. For instance, this physical barrier forces the user to go through all of 3-4 tabs that I have before being allowed to go further. So we're not going to have cheaters that just scroll next, and I'm done. We actually make sure that at least a bit of the information sticks with them. So like I said, you can either check this box, tick this one and behave as a barrier, or you can select from here, drag a physical barrier here. You will write the reason. Like I said, they need little hints. Please scroll through all tabs. All tabs before moving on. And once they have completed their task, great, thanks. Let's go. So right now, I have a free navigation till this tab, and I can see here it's locked. I can't go further unless I have scrolled through everything. Great, thanks, and the rest of the course opens for me. The last of the interactive resources that I planned on discussing about today are the hotspots. Obviously, you are familiar with them. They, like I said, they help enable educators to augment static images, diagrams, graphics, with interactive elements that prompt learner engagement and interaction. So by strategically placing hotspots within visual content, educators can draw learners' attention to specific areas of interest. They also facilitate deeper exploration of key concepts and provide contextually relevant information. So whether used to highlight critical details, to explain complex processes, or simply offer supplementary content, hotspots offer a very versatile tool for enhancing the educational value of visual materials. So one of the primary benefits of using hotspots in learning content is their ability to promote active learning, knowledge retention. Unlike passive forms of content consumption, such as static images, text-based descriptions, hotspots encourage learners to actively engage, to interact with the material by prompting them to interact. So by clicking or hovering over hotspots, learners reveal additional information, access multimedia resources, engage in interactive activities, fostering thus a deeper understanding of the subject matter, promoting also critical thinking skills. Obviously, the main benefit is facilitating contextual learning by providing our learners with immediate access to relevant information. Instead of searching for information in separate resources or references, they can simply interact with hotspots and have access to additional explanations, definitions, examples, related materials. So overall, in the end, all of these resources do nothing but enhance the overall learning experience. And the way to use hotspots in LIVRESQ is again from your content section, your content menu on the left side. You look for this little icon, this like the Google map, the pinpoint. Just simply drag it, drop it wherever you want. Don't worry if you drop it someplace wrong. You can simply, you can very easily move it, just drag it somewhere else. The green bar will show you where it's going to be placed next. Double clicking it, I'm going to place it below. By double clicking it, we enter the actual edit mode. And here you have more items that more components was the word I was looking for, that you can add it. Obviously, first of all, your background image, the one you want to use to place your hotspots on. Like with everything else, just change it, either upload your own file or use a stock photo. If I'm going to upload something, let's say I want to use this one. Oh, it's a bit small. I'm going to play a bit with the side size, let's say, I don't know, 360 maybe. Yeah, okay, I got it right. So now it's easier to see. And then I have it. I'm going to try, and I'm not sure if I can zoom in so that you can see better. Each element is highlighted with a different color. I have this marker, the entire the blue box. I have my label title where I can simply add one. I don't know, let's say I want to explain to my learners what they see in their learning section in our Coffee LMS platform. So let's say I'm going to make first a label with your progress, and then I'm going to explain a bit what this means. And now I have to move it. So I'm going to say, okay, focus point is this one. Okay, just making it a bit smaller. And I'm going to place it here. I can also play with colors, with anything that I want. And then I'm going to, let's duplicate it and say, I'm going to need this one to be here for time and score. And I'll just simply replace the title with time and score and with my new explanation. And let's say I want to have another one, last one. Just I can get a bit smaller. So let's say here I want to place my item here. And the overall time score. Let's place this one here. Progress. I'm just going to move it a bit. I need to replace my title and explanation. So now if I click preview, simply by clicking on these tabs, I give my learners better understanding of what it is. I've seen it used to describe, for instance, the use of specific gadgets from work, or like this is the on-off button, this button does that, this button does that, or explaining the uniform. The uniform should be composed of white t-shirt, blue trousers, navy jacket, and just clicking it, making the learner click on it, and on each of these little tabs, they are going to be to pay more attention and to retain better what you need them to. I've prepared another hotspot in advance, so you can play again also with the colors. This one looks better. I've had a little bit more time to play with it and to arrange it. Obviously, you can choose whatever scheme color you need. You can actually also modify from here the width of the hit zone, so where the student will click, expand it or shrink it depending on how many hotspots you need to add. And you can just drag it around if you need it someplace else. If you did something wrong, just click undo and it's going to be okay. So, in conclusion, our by incorporating interactive resources into our projects, we can significantly enhance the user experience and drive engagement. So whether you're creating educational content, marketing materials, interactive presentations, leveraging tools such as image galleries, tabs, accordion, hotspots, and not only, can take your content to the next level. By following best practices and experimenting with different interactive elements, you can create compelling experience that resonate with your audience. This being said, I am going to thank you for joining us today. I'm looking forward to exploring the world of interactive resources together. And I'm going to kick off our Q&A session. So if anybody's got any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Yes, thank you. Michael, I've seen in chat you had a quick question. So please turn your mic on and I'm listening. Thank you, Julio.
Thank you so much for the session. I just had to follow it. I will try to rehearse when I have the opportunity to see how it goes. Thank you so much. It is so helpful. It was so helpful.
I'm glad you found that.
Yes. Secondly, I'm new to LIVRESQ. I got to find LIVRESQ sometimes about 3 weeks or a month ago. And I had to purchase a lot of accounts. I purchased about 5 or 6 licenses for my staff, for some of my colleagues. And we are trying our hands in it. We're still working on projects, and we have not yet published any project yet. We're still trying around. One of the questions I wanted to find out from you is, if it is possible, how do we give a common font size to all the content prepared in the page without necessarily doing it in the little chunks?
Well, one possible solution to answer properly and to give you the best solution for you, I'd need to see exactly the content. We can do that. Just you have my email, you have my colleague's email. You can always reach us per email, so we can try and schedule a one-on-one and see. But one option, I'm going to share my screen a bit again. I'm not sure if it will entirely solve the problem, but do not forget that, so here in the sections, in this big menu, before you enter the actual edit mode, in this menu, you have these preferences, and the properties here on the right will be taken over through the entire project.
Yeah.
So there are a bunch of properties here that are going to be reproduced in every section. Every resource you use, you can select like a color scheme. You can personalize the color scheme by using primary colors, darker colors. You can use certain fonts if you want, or a certain font size, a certain text color as your default. You have, so over here in this section, the properties from the preferences menu, you can create, you can give this unitarian aspect to your entire project without always going and coloring each item individually. It doesn't apply to absolutely everything, but it does help a bit to have unity and the same color scheme everywhere. So explore a bit these properties from the preferences menu of the project. And if you need further personalization, further customization, just please drop us a line and we'll look into it and see exactly how. Because there's always, you will always find here this advanced styling tab, where with a bit of CSS, you can personalize it even further, introduce specific fonts or whatever else you need that you can't already do from the properties menu.
Thank you very much. It's very helpful.
You're welcome.
I'm going to try these new skills, and then if I have any difficulties, I'll come back to you. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
please. We are always looking for.
Thank you so much. I really
because
appreciate it.
With every question that we receive from you users, we get new ideas and we improve, we add new features. We because who is the best to give feedback if not the end user?
That's
we
great.
have that ourselves because we are using it. My colleagues who create the custom made courses, even the off-the-shelf, use LIVRESQ, so a lot of information and ideas come from them as well. But we have got plenty of interesting ideas from other users, non-colleagues.
Thank you so much. We're trying to build a strong LIVRESQ community here in Cameroon.
And I'm glad, we are all glad to hear that, and we want to help. So count on us if you need anything.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will be coming back to you on one-to-one basis. Thank you so much.
Julio, is it possible to include this lesson in my website? Could you be a bit more specific about what you are thinking?
Yeah,
Uh,
why is Julio try to be more specific? I'm building this content to transfer to our learning management system. And
well,
I tried an experience. I packaged the content into Scrum.
exactly.
That's right.
From the export, you have this
Yeah,
download button where you can
yeah,
choose. So for LMS
yeah.
content, for LMS use, you use this one here. If you want to use it, well, again, it depends on exactly what using it on my website means. You could publish to library your personal shelf, and from there you get let me okay. Can you see my shelf?
Yeah.
Okay, so here this is my shelf. Only I have access. It's nothing public. You won't be able to find it unless I give you this link. So you could
Okay.
maybe publish it in your own shelf and then use this link, this hyperlink, to incorporate it on your website so that when people click it, they get here, they open it, and the course, the lesson, the project just runs smoothly, like in a learning management system, without the part about tracking score time and the reporting side. So this
I
would
see.
be one way to use it, to incorporate it in your website.
I see. That's interesting.
Did
This is
that
a,
answer your question,
this is a
Julio?
test key. This is a test key I'm learning. Awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know. To be honest, I love hotspots. I love to use them. When I
That's
encounter
great.
them in projects, in classes, in courses, yay, hotspots. But I'm not a fan of creating them, of editing them.
Uh,
Because there are so many, well, obviously I'm not an instructional designer. I'm not a teacher. I'm not an educator per se. So I don't use it frequently. So with all these widths and formats and this and this and that, it seems a bit overwhelming. But after you use them 2, 3, 4 times, the fifth time it's going to run smoothly. So
that's right.
it's just a matter of playing, interacting with them, seeing what happens. There's nothing you can break. There's nothing you can go wrong with. You have the undo button. So,
Okay.
and if that's not enough, another recommendation that I have is to, especially if you are working on shared projects. So within your team, you share a project, several people work on the same project. I would strongly suggest that you keep someplace a backup copy, an original, just in case something gets messed up, something gets jumbled, and there's no way to click undo anymore. You have a backup.
Okay.
So,
Now, one more question. As we're discussing other issues cropping up, I try to share my project with another colleague, and we try to share it using email. And we was difficult finding for the other colleague to have access to the project share with email. So what we do is we share it using we create the link, and then we copy the link, and then we can share. with email is difficult. I don't know what is the problem.
No, yeah, it's more difficult, but you have the sharing option here. It's the best to use the LIVRESQ sharing option. And you can see I have here a lot of projects. Some of them have these two people next to them, this little icon, some not. When there's two people next to it, it's shared. To share something, regardless if it's a project, a section, or just a resource, I'm going to click on it. On this menu, the horizontal menu, I have the little man with the plus next to it. I'm going to click share. This is private right now. And I recommend using the third option, anyone with a link. Copy the link, confirm, and then send this link. If I'm going to send this link to another user with a Pro, or LIVRESQ Pro user, so not the free version. Sharing is restricted for free versions. But with Pro versions, I'm going to give you this link. You're going to click on it, and it's going to open up LIVRESQ and this project directly. So you're going to be thrown directly into this project. Then you can create your own copy so that, because if it's shared, if you do anything on it, it affects the original. So best to have a working copy and then do whatever you want. At the end, just merge the final versions from 5 different people. Each of them is working on a section, merge the 5 sections and have the project new. So it's best to use this share option. Share.
Yeah.
Anyone with a link and confirm. And then use this link with workshop in it.
That's right. That's what we've been using. I was just wondering if the email option doesn't work.
The email, it depends again. It depends mostly on the email client, what servers you are using, if there are any restrictions, firewalls, anti-spam settings. So even size sometimes matters. So I would say this is the safest way.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. How do we merge the projects? How do we merge the different components if different people are working on the same project?
Oh, well, if they are working on the same project, I would advise not at the same time. So if I'm going to have this project that is shared, and I'm going to open it, and I don't know, I have only one section, I'm going to add another one. Now, if I'm working on the first section and you are at the same time working on the second in this project, then there might be clashes and there might be save failures. So LIVRESQ might not know which version to save. If I'm doing something and you have paused, I don't know, you went to grab a cup of coffee, your phone rang. I could overrun your work. So everything you've done can be unsaved by my new save. So I would say the best is we each make our own copy of this project. We each work on our own copy. And at the end, we simply select this one, copy it, go to the original project, let's say here on this one, and I say past. And here's my final version of my section. And you do the same with yours. And so there's nothing, there's no risk of losing anything.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That solves my problem. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is the best. I mean, it's from practice, from experience.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Because I had colleagues who we shared work. Some were working on one chapter, others are working on another chapter, but I need to merge them because I'm the one centralizing the work.
Yeah, okay. No, this is the best way to do, because like I said, if we are working on the same, we can do that, but there is the high risk that when my edits are saved, yours will be undone. But
Yes,
usually LIVRESQ just errors and says, save, I can't save anything.
that's
I
right.
don't know what to save.
That's right. I had that experience today. I was trying to modify a content on a project, and I kept having that message. So I now understand why I was having
Why?
that message.
Mm-hmm.
This is
So,
very helpful to me.
yeah,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
I'm going to help my colleagues because I'm the one who introduced them to LIVRESQ. We're trying to use LIVRESQ to build interactive content for our students.
Like I said, we're here, we're a message away. Might be
Thank you.
different time zone, but we are always happy to answer. I see there's another question, if there will be a certificate given now for this webinar, for the Tuesday meetings held in Romanian, and for the Thursday meetings held in English. We do not offer certificates, unfortunately. For certificates, we have the trainings, the LIVRESQ basics, the introduction to design, and we will have also a third, a more advanced one for instructional designer. Unfortunately, they are right now only in Romanian, Michael, so that's why I said just drop us a line, because I would be more than happy to invite you all to sign up for the basics, but right now they're only given in Romanian. We don't have the English version.
Okay. Thank you so much.
If there's nothing else right now, I will also say thank you again for your participation. I hope I managed to shed a bit of light on how to use them. Like I said, the recording will be posted on YouTube, and we are always here to answer on Facebook, email. You know where to find us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone, and have a nice evening, day.
Thank you. It's a nice evening here also. This is 7 p.m. Cameroon.
8 p.m. here.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. Great. I
See
appreciate.
you,
I appreciate
hopefully
that.
see you another time as well.
Yeah, I would participate in most of the webinar if I'm available. I must participate.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye for now.